Aries. This is your reading for July 2020. Did a pre-shuffle, so we're going to get right to the reading. Let's take a look at what your situation is. Whoop, cards popping out. So we're going to go with the one that is on top here. We have the Three of Cups. So there is a celebratory feeling right now that has to do with your relationship. So let's move on to see exactly what the celebrations are all about. I mean, I am recording this on the 4th of July, so that could be something, or it could be something else. Let's see what your partner's current state is. Your partner is the Empress reversed. So the Empress would typically mean like some kind, it's all about abundance. So there's some lack of abundance going on in your partner's life, lack of creativity. I maybe even sense some meanness going on. So we saw celebration. Now your partner has the Empress reversed. So that's interesting. I'm not quite sure how it all fits in together. So let's move on to see how this goes. I mean, the Three of Cups could also mean gossip. So maybe that's what we got going on. Let's see what your energy is. You have the Page of Swords. Okay, so you're kind of, maybe you're expanding your horizons in terms of like there's some kind of new intellectual endeavor. You could be entering school. You kind of have new ideas. I feel like maybe, okay, here we go. All right, this makes sense now. So this celebratory feeling is like you're branching out, you're meeting new people, you have new friends, or you're making some new connections as much as you can right now with, depending on where you are, your state could still be on somewhat of a lockdown, but you are making new connections, and it's kind of opening your horizons, opening your mind. You're kind of having these intellectual conversations with people, and it's, you're bringing that to the table with your partner, and it's becoming stifling for them, or they're just not feeling, I wouldn't say it's becoming stifling for them. They might have already been in a place of being stifled, and I think there might even be some jealousy. They're not quite on the same page as you, and you're not able to relate to them the way you're able to relate to this new group. So let's see what your desires are, Aries. You've got the Four of Swords in reverse. So you feel as though, this is something that you've been looking for a long time. You kind of met this new group of people, and you've been searching for that, and you finally found it. And the waiting period is finally over. And you may even want to introduce your partner to this group, but you're still kind of waiting on that, or it's just not working out. But you are generally happy about things going on in your personal life, and your partner's desires has the Four of Cups in reverse. So yes, you're going to kind of you're going to want to get them in on whatever this pursuit is. It might even, be something that could, result in a material gain, and you're going to try and get them in on this, but they're not going to be feeling it because I think they're a little intimidated by the whole situation. And your challenges, Aries, you have the Seven of Swords. So I think it's going to come to a point you're asking yourself if should you continue trying to get your person in on this, or should you just let it be and kind of pursue it on your own? And if you do let it be and pursue it on your own, what is that going to mean for the relationship? And your partner's challenges, they have the Six of Cups. So they do want everything with you. They do want to be able to give this to you, but for whatever reason, I think there's a lot of insecurities there. They want to come to the table. They want to be a part of this group, but I feel like they don't think they're going to necessarily live up. So, it might be on you to, it's not, your partner's happiness doesn't necessarily depend on you, but you could help alleviate the situation by reassuring them, bringing them in, telling them what their strengths are, giving them a heads up on whatever it is that you're trying to bring them in on, because you do want that. And I think they do too. They just want to do whatever they think is going to make you happy. So let's see what your outcome is, Aries. Aries, you got the Nine of Cups as your outcome. That's such a great card. So, you know, wish fulfillment. Like, I think that you are going to be successful in bringing them in on this. You're going to get the best of both worlds here. You're going to be able to make your partner happy, and you are going to be in on this intellectual group or this new group of people, and kind of that's fulfilling some need in you as well. And your partner's outcome, let's see. King of Wands reverse. So it's definitely not going to, you know, they're going to come in on it, and they're coming in on it to make you happy, and it's going to help, but it's not going to be, it's never going to be something that they're particularly passionate about. They're going to be doing it for you, you know, which is like sometimes we make sacrifices for the people we love, and they're willing to do that. But, you know, just make sure to manage your expectations, because it's not their dream. It's never going to be, you know, it's not what they want, but they are going to be willing to support you moving forward and go with you from there. I think as long as, you know, you communicate, like I said, and just, you know, if they are feeling resistant to whatever this is, make sure that you reassure them and kind of hold their hand moving forward. But because you can't expect them to take it on the way you have. So let's just look for a little bit more clarification on the outcome using the Return of Spirit Oracle deck. Let's get some clarification on the outcome for Aries. Aries, mediumship. So I would say that you really have to kind of, if you feel yourself getting caught up in the dilemma of bringing your partner on board and caught up in the challenges, you really have to trust your intuition, and you have to find common ground in order to go forward. I kind of want to see what the guidebook says on this one, just to get a little bit more clarification. Yeah, so this is when thoughts of our departed family members or friends come to mind. It is because they're with us in that moment. This card can be a way for you, your departed loved one, to tell you that they love you and are still very much here with you. Most likely you are in need of their love, support, and encouragement at this time, right? Okay, so again, it could just be a matter of listening to your intuition in order to help the relationship move forward in conjunction with whatever personal endeavor you have. Or it could be, you know, that there's something about this new endeavor that is connecting you with some aspect of your past, or, you know, like I said, like a departed one or whatever. There's someone giving you a message, you know, whether it be someone who has actually left you or just a spirit guide. You know, the clues are going to be there. The universe is going to guide you. You just have to be open to listening to these clues. All right. So Aries, I hope that July works out for you, or, you know, works out for the best, or you learn something. And remember, the choices are up to you. And thanks for listening.